What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video, man, and we all know that Golden State Warriors defeated the Brooklyn Nets last night. And Steph Curry was the best player, on the floor. And it was a big hoopla between two MVP candidates, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, right? All the hype, pre-game hype and everything, game of the year, which, kind of lived up to right up until the second half when Golden State just dropped a hammer on the Nets. But in my last video, Steph Curry, for me right now, he's the MVP. But Kevin Durant, okay? The man had 19 points, right? He started off hot early. Then when Golden State adjusted their defense and shit, in particular, what the job collectively Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green did in limiting KD, he basically, second half, he was a no-show. Pretty much a no-show. Pretty much a no-show in that game. Overall, probably his lowest output of the season. All right. You get to first take this morning, and Stephen A. Snitch, the tap dancing Uncle Tom, goes on this so-called soliloquy talking about he's chewing out Kevin Durant and he's calling out Kyrie Irving, and I feel sorry for Kevin Durant because, oh man, he don't have no man, Kevin Durant didn't have no help. He didn't have no help. He don't have no help. He shouldn't have went to the Nets. He shouldn't have went to the New York Knicks. All that bullshit, okay? But Stephen A. Smith, you don't show the same motherfucking energy for Kevin Durant as you did a certain guy out there in L.A. I mean, what's going on with that? All of a sudden now, KD has no help. You giving KD a pass, and you treating this dude like he has on kid gloves and shit, okay? I'm calling it like I see it. It's not only Stephen A. Smith, it's a lot of you clowns here on YouTube giving this man a pass. This guy's supposed to be the best player in the world. He's supposed to be, he has next, right? He's the guy that's going to be more dominant, that's going to have that more dominant run than the guy in L.A., okay? And that guy in L.A. is not even playing right now. So basically, according to y'all, he's irrelevant. KD's the guy. This is KD's league now. According to Stephen A. Snitch, Bill Simmons, and the rest of these clowns here on YouTube and the media, right? Best player in the world. You would think the best player in the world, he's playing against his former team, right? The team he chose to go to. The team he won 2 championships. And the team that basically even laughed at him for even coming there, right? You know what I mean? And you got a lot of people out here, they don't value those championships anyway. I'm just calling like how I see it. Kevin Durant's a great player, but it is what it is. Those championships hold less value than any other championship won in the past 10 years. I'm calling like how I see this shit, okay? You know what I mean? That's not taking away from Kevin Durant's greatness, but the move, at the end of the day, the move was fucking weak. That shit was weak. That shit was weak. Shit was straight up weak. All you guys can make all these excuses. Oh, he balled out. Oh, he beat LeBron twice. Nah, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be that guy. You got to be held to the same standards. But all I see out here is a bunch of pacifying for this dude, man. And knowing damn well when LeBron had that title, when he was by far and away the best in the league, everybody held him to a ridiculous standard. Even the 2018 NBA Finals, when he was clearly outmanned, and then clearly the Golden State Warriors were a better team when we had that 51-point output explosion. Yeah, 51, 7 and 8 or some shit like that. And J.R. Smith made that blunder, unfortunate blunder. People still blame LeBron James. People still put the blame at his feet. You know? Yeah, I can go to many regular season games, like the first 2 years ago, the first big Clipper game with the Lakers last year. LeBron has a pretty ho-hum game. And I recall Stephen A. Smith going down this dude's neck talking about, oh, you're supposed to be the best player in the world. You need to show up. But when it's KD and another superstar player is right across on the other team, now I'm not making this into a one-on-one, man-on-man thing, because at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer it's a team game, but you can have a player that can make a difference. You can have players that can be superstars that can make difference. But for me, you got a lot of these dudes out here on this bullshit giving KD a pass, right? When he was non-existent in that second half, man, he was basically non-existent. Ain't no way around it. There's no excuse for it. There's no way around it. The man is supposed to be the best player in the world, right? And according to everybody else, you know, according to you clowns here on YouTube, according to the media at large, they've decided Kevin Durant is the best player in the league, right? Well, he needs to be held to the same standard. No, we don't give this motherfucker a pass. We don't give this motherfucker a pass. Ain't no way. But yet you got Stephen A. Smith, copping please, Stephen A. Smith bullshitting, doing his usual shucking and jiving, talking about, oh man, I feel sorry for Kevin Durant, placing blame on Kyrie Irving and all that shit, and placing blame on James Harden. Well, why don't you do the same thing for Kevin Durant, the best player in the league, right? The man who has an unstoppable offensive repertoire, according to you, Stephen A. Snitch, right? According to some of you clowns here on YouTube, according to the man that's supposed to be on this more dominant run than that guy in LA, but yet last night he didn't show up. Didn't even show up. Didn't even bother to show up in the second half. And in the fourth quarter, he's on the bench. While Steph Curry's out there frying motherfuckers, frying dudes. But you want to give Kevin Durant a pass. Everybody wants to give Kevin Durant a pass, man. And the thing about this is why I'm not sure the Brooklyn Nets will even get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because the Eastern Conference right now is a whole lot better than it was last year. Of course, you've got Chicago Bulls having starting off strong. Miami Heat, of course. You've got Washington Wizards surprising people. You've got Philadelphia 76ers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Those teams, even though they've been struggling, they sooner or later will get healthy. And you got these underrated teams in the Eastern Conference, like the Indiana Pacers and Charlotte Hornets. So this whole coronation with the Brooklyn Nets may be premature and shit. Because I'm telling you right now, man, what's KD's legacy gonna be like if you don't win another championship? You get squeeze out at least one more championship. Because everybody's going around giving him this best player in the world title, which I really don't believe, to be honest. I still say that shit is wide open because of the injury to Giannis. But you can make a case right now, Steph Curry's the best player in the league right now. Because of the numbers he's putting up, because of, the impact he has. But I'm telling you right now, man, like people going around acting like KD is like this spring chicken and everything. People realize he's coming off one of the most devastating injuries that you can have in the league, in any kind of sport, Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's bounced back. Yeah, he's putting up the same numbers. But people are going around acting like KD got like 5-6 years left. Nah, that's not the case. I mean, it's one tweak here and there, one wrong move. I don't think, hey, knock on wood, I'm not wishing this on anybody, you know what I mean? But one wrong move, that could be it. That could be it. So everybody don't react to like KD got this infinite time to hold on to this best player in the league title, which, you know, he has an argument for, but he's not outright the best player in the league right now. If not for me, people are delusional out here, man. They sadly mistaken. They in for a rude awakening here. And if especially James Harden don't get his head out of his ass, you know, because the rule change are really affecting James Harden right now, man. The rule change are really they affecting James Harden like a motherfucker. He's had a few games here and there where he looked like maybe he's coming back around, but last night that 24-4-4 didn't have no kind of impact, man. No kind of impact at all. You know, it just make you can make the argument none of his big explosive games is having that much impact no more because it's all in his head. It's all in James Harden's head, man. It's all in James Harden's head to the point where now psychologically and mentally, it's messing with his head to the point where he can't even play his game no more. His game is predicated on heavy contact and getting points at the foul line. Now the refs are swallowing their whistles, and he has to work for his points. He got to work for that shit now, man. He can't no more cheap points at the foul line, no more ref baiting. He got to work for that shit, you know. But I just find it funny that everybody out here wants to move the goalposts, in particular Stephen A. Snitch's punk ass. You know, and don't hold Kevin Durant to the same standard, but yet because you in his inner circle and shit, and he let you back in his inner circle, you wanna treat him with kid gloves to give him a fucking pass. That's bullshit to me, man. And yet again, I just let you know right there. There's an agenda amongst people in the media, man. You know, people talk about they want to be fair. People talk about they're fair. You know, their journalism is fair. That's bullshit. Stephen A. Snitch is a further proof right there. It's just further proof right there that ain't no damn fairness in the goddamn media. People had their biases, man, and it shows. Well, that shit shows, man. So end of the day, man, like, I'm not surprised by this bullshit. I'm not surprised what Stephen A. Smith said on First Take. The guy's a fucking moron, man. The guy's a fucking joke. You know what I mean? And his ratings to his goddamn punk-ass show is slipping further and further down the drain, man. And like I said before, I don't see First Take lasting past the next 6 months. Over the next 6 months, when football is done and over with, when the NFL season is done and over with, who gonna be one to sit there 24/7 listen to this guy's retarded ass takes? I'm telling you right now, man. First Take is on its way out the door, man, because people see it through the bullshit, and the way this clown treats KD with kid gloves is just further proof of this motherfucker. This nigga is a joke, man. This nigga is a joke. And if anybody needs to be fucking canceled, it's Stephen A. Snitch's punk ass. Because we all see through the bullshit. You know, not many people see through the bullshit because they got their own biases, but we all see through the bullshit. You know? Hit the like and subscribe. I'm gonna holler back at you, fellas.